Welcome to episode 19, yes, and we're going to follow up actually on episode 18. So if you've watched that episode and you was learning today about that reevaluating the situation and some tactics that were being used in today's episode, we're going to expand that even further. So enjoy today's episode on the DX and Jedi fight together against the BxS Alliance on server 33. Hello, so yes, smash a like, comment and subscribe for more War Room footage. If you love PvP analysis and you want to learn more about PvP, this is the way to go. We have already coming up to 20 episodes to watch and we're going to keep doing this every single day. So if you want your server to be featured on any of these episodes, just hit me up with a DM. If I've got your account or server made with a scout, guess what? We can watch you and record you. So let's get into today's episode, and basically we're looking at DX and Jedi. And if you've been noticing in the background during the opening there, we saw DX use the bridge to basically walk across the bridge and then wrap around on the river. And this is the exact same zone area that we was watching yesterday. So if you've been watching the series here, and you've been following it on, this zone might look very, very familiar because it is the exact same map area. However, it's just a different server we are watching. And we're going to be able to see some different tactics here because the way this alliance is set up right now, you can see how many barricades there is all located around this area. And this is a very big fundamental in the game that a lot of players do not do. And if you want to help your alliance and you're free to play, honestly, one of the biggest things you can do, honestly, is keep dropping these barricades. You can drop up to 6 barricades down and level them up. And the cool thing with a barricade, which we'll do a little video on later, you can drop them and let them build themselves. You don't even need to be there depending on the timing you set it going. So the really big thing about here is, as you can see, the Jedi Alliance is basically trying to destroy the barricades in the basically frontal zone of the bridge, so they can at least fight a little bit more open in the entrance of that gateway. Because as you can imagine, if you're BxS here and you're trying to get kills, any members stuck in the barricades here and suffering that super movement penalty, you can just chase down. And this is where you can start to see some of the BxS members start to come alive from what's going on. Basically, DX, if you're wondering what is happening with the DX Alliance here, they were located on the left side. And what they are doing is, again, blowing up barricades. I'm going to showcase that soon in the footage. Don't you worry about that. So right now, we can see Jedi playing defensive. So they are actually playing a very defensive ball next to the bridge entrance. And by doing this, they're allowing themselves to protect this zone here and allow them to obviously destroy the barricades. That is the #1 priority. Clean up the barricades and then they can actually fight on the open field without losing. Because even though they might have numbers, you'll be surprised if BxS do get a large amount of numbers and they start winning that open field fight. Well, Jedi can't run. And if Jedi can't run, guess what? They're going to get a maxed out hospital and no one wants that, right? So here we got a really crazy thing. BxS dropping down a Giant. So the Giant, a really good Behemoth drop here, to be honest, for the BxS Alliance. And the reason why it is a good one is because the Giant is generally pretty tanky. It's one of the tankier Behemoths you can summon on the open field arena. And the way they chose to deploy it, as you notice, was on the pass, meaning this Giant can actually go now in its range all the way to the pass if they need to push. And that's what BxS is going to do. They're going to use the Giant to push back the Jedi's Alliance members all the way back to the pass. But Jedi knows this, and Jedi are already, as you can see, dropping the Giant to 50% health and below so quickly with the focus fire of their alliance. And this is where you can now see from the last episode to this episode, this shift and the re-evaluating of the situation. They know they can't go all the way back to the pass. If they go back to the pass, guess what? It's game over for them because they're going to have to fight all the way through this bridge again. So guess what? We're going to hold it on the bridge, kill your Behemoth, and push back forward, which is exactly what they did. So really good effort here, but BxS aren't over. BxS has more Behemoths to them, and you can see this rally going towards the pass to threaten basically taking the pass and stopping the flow of traffic basically for the Jedi and DX alliances. So if obviously BxS can get this, it would be really good. But again, you can see the focus fire by the Jedi Alliance. The Jedi knows this is a really big problem, so instantly, every single match, no matter who they are instantly focusing down their rally, because if that rally kills this pass and gets it, this is going to be a massive problem for their marchers, because they need that refresh time. They need to keep refreshing the troops to maintain the open field presence that they need to destroy those barricades. And as you can see here now, they are now even filling up the pass to make sure it has enough troops, and with a really good amount of teamwork there, Jedi destroying that rally with a swarm and even taking care of the giant bear. So that's already 2 Behemoths cleared out from the BxS Alliance. So you got to think now, if you're even very strategic and you like playing maybe war games that isn't obviously Call of Dragons, even if you're thinking about, you know, Age of Empires or something like, you know, Warhammer Dark Crusade, well, this guy's just used 2 of his special abilities now in the Alliance. So they've only got the Hydra, Dire Bear, and potentially maybe a Magma Demon left, right? They've only got, and a Thunder Rock, so they've only got 4 of the Behemoths left, while you've used none. So you now have an advantage in the Behemoth race as well as the open field. And I love the fact that they've been able to do this. And at the same time, as you can still see in the top left corner, is DX. They are slowly breaking all of those barricades. And here Jedi come back from, honestly, as you guys witnessed, a really good masterclass on choosing an objective, reevaluating the situation, and executing a plan. They're able to easily come back and now retake all this zone. And as you can see, they're trying to destroy that flag as well as these barricades on the left side to allow them to build their own flag and push into this zone. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. It's been a blast here on the channel. I hope you've learned something from episode 19 of the War Room. If you have, smash the like button and hit the subscribe button, guys. I'm here giving you Call of Dragons daily content with PvP analysis breakdowns and hero guides, Behemoth guides, any latest announcements, you name it, I've got it. So thank you for watching, and with all that said, stay safe, stay sneaky, and until the next video, peace out.